you got a child?
4 children.
4?
Yeah.
You have 4 children?
Yeah.
I don't have children, but I really want them. Would you have another one?
If I meet someone who I fall in love with and they want children, I could give them children, I would absolutely have children.
Okay.
The evil side of me can't wait for the next dinner party. I can't wait. I can't wait for Hannah and Stephen to walk in. And I can't wait for Adam's jaw to fall on the floor because he's going to realize that this is what he wanted. And then I can't wait for Hannah to pie him so that he knows that, you know, the brunettes banging bodies don't like him and it can humble him and hopefully he'll pay more attention to Polly. Anyway, I digress. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's Valerie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight UK, Season 9, Episode 13. The matches this season really make you stop and scratch your head, don't they? They really make you stop and scratch your head because you question what the experts are sort of thinking when they are matching these couples, because some of them, well, a lot of them don't make any sense at all. None of them this season makes sense to me. It might make sense to everybody else, but not to me. So you have Hannah and Stephen. Hannah is 32 years old. She's a gym owner. She's single. She doesn't have any children. It seems she's got a couple of dogs. She's very outgoing, is very into fitness and health. Most of her friends are married, it seems, or have settled down. And she was in a relationship 5 years ago with someone for 2.5 years, and they actually lived together, but sadly they broke up. And she says she's got a habit of she's got a savior complex, it seems, whereby she wants these broken people that she can fix herself, and sadly as soon as she fixes them they move on. So she's looking for a partner. She's decided to slow down because she's self-employed, obviously, with her gym and stuff, and focus because she's 32. I think she wants she says she wants a family, so I think she's realized that her clock is running down, so she wants to sort of try and make it a priority. That way she doesn't wake up one day and realize that, you know, she can't be a parent or she can't be a mom anymore without needing help. She seems very well composed. She looks amazing. So I get it. They match her with Stephen, who at first glance you'd say, oh my God, he's amazing. He's got, you know, he was a former professional rugby player who got an injury and then stopped. And now he's in medical devices sales, I think, for neonates. And so when you look at him, he's a year older. You think, oh my God, he's got his crap together. He seems emotionally intelligent because he was speaking about his mom passing away when he was a kid. She was diagnosed with cancer. He's very close to his dad. And he sort of wants a relationship that mimics the relationship his parents had. And he was very teary when he spoke about his parents and his mom passing away. And then he says he's got 4 kids. So he's got 4 kids. He was in a serious relationship with someone, and then the girl woke up one day. I didn't get clarity on that, whether she's the mother to the children or whatever happened. The children, it seems, live 2 hours away, so he doesn't always get time to see them. But when he sees them, he likes to be the fun dad. And for me, it's like, okay, this is a problem. Just because someone said she likes children doesn't mean she wants a ready-made family. And this is where the experts have me sort of confused, in the sense that, did she say she wanted someone with his own children, or she was open to the idea of someone with their own children? Because she said she wants children, but we didn't get clarity as in, does she want her own biological children, or is she open to the idea of adoption or marrying someone who's already got a ready-made family? The experts are saying, you know, oh, Stephen said he's open to the idea of having more children. And it's like, yeah, but is Hannah open to the idea of inheriting children? That's the question. Is she open to the idea that as soon as she says yes, she's saying yes to a man with 4 children? Yes, their values align. Yes, they want the same things in a partner, but the children issue is going to be a big thing that is going to rock them, if not break them, because I don't get how we didn't hear, you know, Paul asked them about children. Well, he did speak to Hannah for quite some time, and she sort of said what she wanted in a relationship, but at the same time, I didn't hear her say that she was okay with inheriting children. And so it makes me question that, why are they doing this? They keep doing this. They matched a couple that are not physically attracted to one another. They matched a woman with red hair who's a bit curvy with the man who said he wanted slim banging people. I get why they didn't match, you know, Hannah with Adam, because Adam is not physically fit. He's not the type of guy that Hannah wants. So I get them deciding not to match her with him. But I wish they'd sat down or they'd gone back to the drawing board and sort of reviewed their potential matches or available matches before they just, saddle people in a commitment whereby they are now struggling. Because children will become emotionally invested to someone who might not be in the right frame of mind for a package deal. I knew it was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time before Richelle got an edit or before she showed herself out. And sadly, the time has arrived. So they meet up with her friend and Austin's friend. They're Jamie and Nick. So her friend apparently has been playing private detective. She's investigating Austin because she's now got his name, so she wants to know what does he do for a living. He obviously was introduced as a private contractor, so she went to check out what else he had. He did own up that he had a child. He told his bride after the wedding that he was an actor and a model, and he had a child, and about his, the infidelity. So as soon as they sit down, her friend starts to grill Austin to say, I've been investigating online and I've seen that you're an actor and you're a model, but I really haven't seen anything to sort of back it. So I think she was expecting to see a lot of pictures of him modeling or him, clips of him acting, and she didn't see that. And because she didn't see that, she's now thinking, is he here to sort of boost to get some clout? Or is he here because he really wants my friend? And it's like, this is not it. The comments about the cheating come up. And so you have Austin say, I am an open book. I did tell her on the honeymoon that this is what I've done or this is what I do outside of my job. And so I don't get the problem because Richelle already knows if I was here for clout, I wouldn't have told her. I would have just done what I'm doing quietly without letting her know. And even his friend backs him to say, he did own up. So what's the problem? If he didn't own up to what he does outside of his job as a private contractor, then you'd say, yes, you're lying because you're here for clout. But he told her, I am an actor, I am a model, this is things that I do outside of my day-to-day job. He's already said he was a previous cricket player. So I don't get why they're making such a big deal about it. Austin and his friend sort of go and have a conversation. And then the comments about the cheating come up. And it's like, this woman, I don't get it. Richelle was looking for an excuse to break up with this man. I don't think she liked this man because she said she's had sex with him and she said the sex was good. So she can't complain about the sex, but she's been looking for something to hang her hat on. And I think when she had sex with him, she was hoping it would be bad. That way she could say that's bad, but that wasn't bad. So she can't criticize him for that. So she's now holding on to the fact that he said he was cheated on 5 years ago. You have them in their apartment and they're having this conversation and she's upset that, how do you think your friends feel? She's questioning his manhood. And it's like, why are we doing this? This is not a good look. Why do you have to question his manhood just because he told you that somebody cheated on him? Maybe the producers asked him. And for her to say, if you are acting and if this is a storyline, then I want 20% of your earnings for the next couple of years. And it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why do you have to come across like this? Last season we had Portia, now we have Richelle. If she didn't like him, she shouldn't have come back when she came back. She should have just stayed at home and just come back for the commitment ceremony to say, no, I don't want to recommit because this man, I don't feel he's being genuine. Instead of pretending like things are okay. And then suddenly when her friend comes and backs whatever she's saying, she now has this vim for him and is yelling and shouting, how do you think your friends feel when they saw you crying on TV? How this questions your manhood. And it's like, I don't get it. And sadly for Austin, his problem is he really likes this woman. I've said this before. He really likes Richelle, and because he really likes Richelle, he doesn't know how to critique her and still be in her good books. He doesn't want to trigger her. That way she walks out, and she got triggered. She poured a glass of wine and she walked out. And I hope she's walked out in the sense that she's walked out and she's not coming back. That's just my opinion. Because I don't think it's a good look for her to be behaving this way and for him to be sitting there and bearing with it. Because if he retaliates or if he answers in any way like Alex, then he is going to be labeled as the angry black guy and she is going to get the angry black lady title on her. And so I don't get why they couldn't have just had a conversation that didn't lead to this uproar and all this fighting and all these negative comments. They could have resolved this without all that. So Hannah and Stephen, they're very anxious when they're waiting to sort of walk down the aisle. But the moment they see each other, it's like at first sight. It's like at first sight because they really like what they see. They're immediately obsessed or immediately infatuated by what they see. Because when they were getting ready, you had, Hannah's biggest concern is she doesn't want a man she can walk all over. Whereas, Stephen's biggest concern is the fact that he comes with these 4 children and he wants someone who's going to love his children. And it's like, well, I don't know, really. I don't know whether she signed up for a marriage or a divorcee with children, because it turns out he is a divorcee. They didn't say this until he got to his wedding day. And I don't know whether she had asked for a divorcee or whether she had asked for someone with children, because now not only is she having to deal with the children, she's now having to deal with his ex-wife. And he said he was married very young. So this is going to be very complicated. And he says, I want her to accept them and I want them, her to accept my children. And it's like, but you don't spend that much time with your children anyway. You're a part-time dad. You live in Berkshire, 2 hours away from where your children live. So make it make sense. Is she going to be on board? I don't know. As soon as they set eyes on each other, you can see that they're infatuated. They're really excited. They really like what they see. You have, Hannah wanting to know who is with him. Apparently, Channel 4 spent a lot of money on Hannah's wedding. I don't know whether it's because they knew they were setting a trap for her, because they made her drive this Porsche car to the venue. And it's like, wow. They're really setting her up. I think what's happening is when they know that this is a crappy match, they're doing their best. Like with Alex, they and Polly and Holly, they gave them the Maldives a honeymoon. So with Hannah, because they know they've given a divorcee with 4 children, they've decided to give her a sports car to drive to the venue. I don't know. Their kiss was very passionate. They're attracted to one another. My concern is they're going to focus on the sexual attraction and not focus on why they're there or focus on their match. And when they explode, it's going to be a nightmare. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Alex and Holly had me sitting on the edge of my couch at one point. They had me on a roller coaster of emotions. So anyway, you have Holly's friend come. He's the first to arrive. And then you have, Alex's mom arrive next. So Alex really made the dinner. Holly was just hanging around. So it seems like he made rice and beans and he made some jerk chicken. It looked like there was a lot of seasoning. I know last time I was complaining. So he was really keen to make this presentable. He was after presentation and he was focused and he was honed into what he was doing. So you had Holly sit down with his mom and a friend and sort of explain that they are doing very well. Their only problem is at times they do butt heads. Their communication is terrible. And so when they butt heads, it's mainly in public. So they're trying to sort of work on, if they're going to have conflict, have it in private and sort of learn to communicate better, which is something that everyone can agree to. And I like the fact that the mom said, this is a new relationship. If I had come in and they'd said everything is going amazing, I'd be worried. The fact that they have problems is normal. It is bound to happen. You're bound to have problems in a new relationship. So I'm not surprised by that. I like the fact that they seem to be working and they seem to be doing the work to sort of improve their relationship, which was good. And then you had the friend sort of say, oh, I'm worried that there's something going on there, something. And it's like, I don't think so. I think Alex is a creature of habit because he's in the military. He's used to doing certain things a certain way. So I think if he's focused on a task, he wants to do the task, finish the task, and then move on. So because he was focused on this dinner, he wasn't entertaining anything else apart from making sure that it was presentable and it was perfect. Anyway, they sit down to have a conversation and the topic about his comments during the stag do come up. Then the communication had me on pins and needles because it seemed like they were about to sort of have an argument. And I like the fact that they immediately sort of recognized that they're spiraling and they were able to stop each other. And I think what they need to do is they need to learn a way of communication whereby if one is spiraling, the other one is sort of able to sort of calm them down or sort of stand back and allow them to spiral. And once they're finished, then help them sort of calm down and sort of discuss what's happened. Because I think they have this tendency, as I've said, that they listen to respond. They don't listen to understand. And the moment they learn to listen to understand, they'll be a better couple. Because once they understand what their partner is saying, then they'll be able to sort of give a response that goes along that that sort of comment or question, because you had Holly saying, oh, you know, I heard this and I asked him and he didn't say anything. I was waiting for him to say something. And Alex's argument was, but I did say something. And this is when it's like, you need to listen to understand, not listen to respond. The two of you need to work on your communication skills a lot better in order for you to sort of make this thing work, because you have all the other ingredients there. All you need to do is work on your communication. If you can work on your communication, then you'll be in a better place, because Holly's always saying nice things about Alex. It's not like she complains that, oh, he belittles me, he does this. No, she's always saying he's the first man that has made me feel like, you know, I do matter, I am beautiful, I am this, that, and the other. And so because of that, I hope they find a way to sort of overcome the discrepancies that they have in their relationship, and hopefully they'll be in a better place. So Hannah and Stephen, they really look cute. I like their photo shoot. I think they are going off the fact that they're attracted to the person that they've been matched with. Everything else be gone. As long as they're attracted to the person they're matched with, they're good. They did need to have a conversation, obviously. So you could tell that Stephen was very nervous because he didn't know Hannah would take the fact that he's already got children. You know, so he did tell her, I've got children, I've got 4 children. I didn't hear him say he had been married before. I don't know whether he told her and the producers just skipped by it. And I can't wait to see his reaction. Well, her reaction when she finds out that he's been previously married. He told her, you know, I've got 4 children. She took it lightly. Yeah, she did shout across the room to her friends that he's got 4 children. But I like the fact that she asked the necessary question. Do you plan on having any more? Because I want children. And he said, yeah, if you want to, I can give you more. And it's like, it's not about you giving her more children. It's about you feeling that this relationship is worth you having more children. And he said, well, if I meet the right person and if everything is going amazing, then I'm happy to have more children. So, which was good. And she was happy with that. She was content with that. I like the fact that she was realistic and she wasn't just optimistic and just think, oh, okay, he's got 4 children. That's fine. He likes children. Let's go. I like that she actually asked him. So I know you've got 4 children. I want children. Are you happy to have more? And he said, yeah, I want to have more. And she explained to him that I just don't want one more. I want more than one. And so if he is signing on board to it and if he is happy to do that, I think now the only problem is, you know, Hannah and Stephen meeting up with Stephen's ex-wife or baby mothers and sort of with the children and seeing if they can blend families. If they're happy to blend families and if everything works as a blended family, then I don't see the problem. So I think it's more or less now Stephen and Hannah sort of meeting Alex's ex and the children and seeing if they can blend as a family. If they can blend as a family, then everything is okay. But if there is a problem and the children don't like their new stepmom, then we have a problem. They're really sexually attracted to one another. Even when they're sitting by the fireplace, they were making out. So I know for a fact, you know, the producers don't even need to ask them their usual question, oh, did you do it last night? Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 12. Bye guys.